Um, Anywho, so he's given me some really great insight and helped me in my life just in the last few sessions. And so I just wanted to bring some of that. I know I've talked to you guys specifically, some of you guys one-on-one of like what he's brought to the table for me and, you know, me just trying to like help you guys with some of that. So, you know, the last 3 years I've been building my business, and I am a person that's been negative in the past, like super negative. And I think Beachbody has really helped me just in my fitness journey, my health journey, like become a positive person, right? I started reading personal development, but there was kind of like a level missing, and he's helped me kind of see that. Personal development is great. But I'm still a person that in the back of my head, I kind of like put myself down. Like I subconsciously am like, maybe I can't do that. So like I hold myself back, right? Like I'm telling myself a self-limiting belief that nobody believes but me. Like it's me putting that block in there, right? In my life. Like I'm putting it there. Like I'm creating this wall that I can't crawl over. And it's just me. Like everybody else believes in me. Everybody else is saying you're doing amazing. Thank you for sharing, you know, like loving my journey, seeing my story, interested in my challenge groups. And yet in my own head, I'm like, can I do it? Like, I don't want to set goals that I don't think I can achieve because I don't want to be a failure. And that is causing a block in my business. Okay. So I'm no life coach. Like y'all know, going to try to keep it real. I'm not like woo woo, go meditate every day type of person. However, in the last month, I have noticed a huge jump in my business. I have noticed a huge jump in just like how I work. Like I like working more than I used to. Like the boring business stuff, right? Like I love showing up in my challenge groups. I love doing my workouts. I love drinking my shake. I love talking to you guys. But the like business stuff of like messaging 10 people a day, using my script, following up, going into my online office, like that kind of business stuff. I'm like, how, like, there's no joy in it. And it's just, it's sucking the life out of me. Like, so I was saying it's sucking the life out of me. I have no joy for it. And so I found that he's like, what's one thing that you hate doing? Not business related. I was like, laundry. And he's like, I want you to practice this whole week doing laundry with joy and happiness and find positivity in it. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Like, you're crazy. Like, I don't think this is going to work out. Like, I told him, I was like, all right, like, what am I paying you for? Like, what? Anyway, so I did, though. I was like, I waited till one of the kids was up from a nap because I was like, I'm not going to use it as, like, I'm getting sidetracked or, like, I can't work my business because I have this laundry to do, whatever. Like, the kids are up anyway. I don't work when the girls are awake. It's way too hard. So, you know, I'm, like, singing with Penelope. And I found myself, like, not minding my load of laundry. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, please tell me this woo-woo stuff is not working. Like, I don't believe in it. Like, no. Anyway, it does work. So I think I was talking to Brittany. Like, I encouraged her to come up with 2 affirmations. I do affirmations. I'm not new to affirmations, but he just kind of put it into a different light of like, take it a step further, right? So I have my affirmations written down in my calendar, on a sticky note on my mirror, on my whiteboard downstairs, on my computer background, like everywhere. So he asked me what my big scary goals were. He asked me what my fears were, and he wanted me to turn them around. Let me see what if I can find my, Soph was coloring in my planner, so I need to find my actual month. Oh, there we go. So he encouraged me he asked me what I wanted out of my business. So that was my first affirmation that I was supposed to come up with. He's like, what do you want? And I was like, started talking about like, well, income would be great because then I could retire Aaron and whatever. And he's like, okay, so that's for him. Like, what do you want? And I was like, well, I want more time with my girls. He's like, again, that's for somebody else. So I want you guys to specifically tonight take away, what do you want out of this? Because he said, don't think about it as you can't have it all, right? He's not saying you can't have the income to bring Aaron home. He's not saying, if I ask for this other thing that I can't have freedom for my girls. He's like, what do you want out of this business? Like, you can have it all, but you need to believe that you can have it. Like, you can have your cake and eat it too, basically, right? But you're putting into your head that you have to pick. And I was like, you're right. Like, I keep thinking, like, I have to fight for this, and I have to make sacrifice and pain and hurt and suffering to get there, right? And he's like, no. Like, what if you didn't have to do that? What if you can just, like, love and manifest all of the things you want out of this business? Like, you can have what you want and what Erin needs and what the family needs. I'm like, okay. So my big goal is elite. You know what? Like, I don't care if that's like, if income is like building differently or all the other things around it. I was like, I really want us to be an elite team. Like, I have wanted that since day one in this business, right? Like, I saw people at my first summit walk across that stage, the elite thing. Like, it's my jam. Like, I have wanted to be an elite coach, and I want our team to get there. I want to bring people, you know, to leaders in this business on our team and rock it this year. And so, he's like, instead of saying, if I don't hit elite, like, maybe I'll have income and that's great and that's fine. He's like, why don't you say you're an elite coach? So my mantra, my whatever you want to call it, mantra, quote, saying, affirmation is, I am an elite coach. My life is amazing. Instead of saying it sucks, or you guys, we hit premiere and it's fine and I'm just going to take that. Like, no. My life is amazing. I'm an elite coach. So I want you to pick something in your business that you truly want for yourself, and I want you to write it down everywhere. And I want you to say it to yourself. Like, now, like, I'm looking at myself. So if you're in the mirror, like when you get out of the shower, before you go to bed, I want you to say it out loud. It doesn't count if you whisper it in your head. Trust me, I tried to get away with that the first 2 days. I was like, and then move on with the day. It has to be out loud. It has to be positive. It has to be my throat's cleared up. See? I said I wasn't sick before I got on this call. I was like, I'm not going to be sick. It's working already. Just kidding. And then my other one for the business goal is, I am willing to release the belief that my goals are selfish. I am worth the effort, and my goals are not selfish. Okay? So I want you guys to really take away from this call that you can want something. It is not selfish to desire stuff out of life for yourself, right? Like, we are givers. If you're a coach, we are givers. On this team, that's what we do, is we give of ourselves. We share our journeys. That's giving, right? Like, we share our journeys. That's vulnerable. That's giving value to people. We run challenge groups. We share in the team page. We share our pictures. We share our lives. That's giving away. We give away a lot. And I don't want you to think that you have to sacrifice everything for everyone else and not get anything in return. So I want you to know that it's okay to be selfish and have goals in this business that are personal and real to you, something that you really want. And then you have to take it to the next level and define what that is, write it down, and say, I am going to be that. Not I want to, maybe I will. If I fail, it's okay. Maybe I'll just set this goal. Like, I am this person. So I'm going to pick on Brittany because we were talking about this today, but she wants to bring her husband home, right? Like, that's a personal thing for her because she's at home alone. Like, that's a big deal, right? And so she wants to bring her husband home. So I can't even remember right off. Will you share it, Brittany, if I unmuted you? Will you share it? Hold on, let me unmute you. I'm putting her on the spot, guys. This is like comfort zone.
Did I text you or did I message you?
I think it was Facebook message. I know we were texting earlier.
Okay. So for my personal one, I just did, you're a beautiful, strong mother and wife and capable of so much more than you think. And then for business, you are capable of making enough income to bring Halston home.
Perfect. So she took it as in, it's not like when I do or like if I do. It's like, it's happening. Like, I'm going to do it. You are capable. You are strong. You're an amazing mother. Whether we feel like it in the moments of like poop all over the bathroom floor and the bathtub water dumped out and the dog peed on the rug, like, that crap happens, right? That means nothing to you as a person, right? So I just wanted to share that because it's really, really helped me just in my mindset of like working my business, of showing up for something that I want, right? Those other things will happen because I'm busting my butt, because I am committed to this business and I am committed to this process and I'm committed to create an income. But there's nothing wrong with wanting something out of this. There's nothing wrong with having selfish goals in your life, right? People go after things that they want. Like when I was a smoker and I said I was broke, I found ways to buy cigarettes, y'all. If I was broke and I like barely worked and like called in sick all the time, I still found money to go out on the weekends and drink and drive like an hour to Iowa City to party. Like these are real things that I made possible because I wanted them and I made them a priority. So the same thing goes for this business. If you think that you're not worth the income, or you're not worth a team, or you can't be a leader, you need to start saying, I am a leader and I am worthy of running a 6-figure income business. Or whatever it is in your business, whatever it is in your personal life that you struggle with, or that big fear, you need to start looking at yourself and viewing it differently and saying it differently, okay? And then the other thing he said is, nobody is stopping you but you, which is so true. The people around you, well, there are people on Facebook that might say you're stupid for joining this business, or you're going to fail, or it's a lie, or it's never going to work. Those people are lying to you, right? Like there's all negative Nancy's. There's all types of people out there that are going to tell you that you're going to fail. But the only person stopping you, nobody is stopping you but you, sorry. You are the only one in control of your decision to continue down this path that you see time and time again. It's not just like there's people out there, right, that nobody is connected to that we don't know are successful. You have people on this call that are successful in this business because they showed up every day and didn't stop trying. My coach and friend Anita is $1 million earner. She's not just a person that I have been on a webinar with. She's a person that I've been in her home, played with her daughter, like seen her life, right? And same here, like I'm a 6-figure earner. We have a person on this call that quit their full-time job, right? Like that is real life. So don't think that you can't do it. Don't think that it's just for somebody out there that's in Florida somewhere as a top beach body coach, right? Like it's warm and sunny. They have more vitamin D. That's why they're successful. Trust me, I need some vitamin D in my life. Oh my goodness. But nobody's stopping you but you. You're the only person that can halt this, okay? You're the only person. You might get 5,000 no's in a month, and yet you are still the one that can choose to keep going or to quit because you got a lot of negativity that month, right? You can still keep going. I think that was it. I guess the last thing I would say is set your goals as projects. Like divide up your time, divide up your mental capacity and your space in your brain for projects. I am a person that like, I'm all over the place. Like I want to think about the people I need to message, and I'm thinking about what's for dinner and the activities I need to do with my kids, and everything's a big to-do list. And I get to the end of my day and the end of my week, and I feel so unfulfilled and I feel like I failed because I've just kind of crossed off to-do lists all day. I'm like, I feel like I haven't really invested in my children. I feel like I haven't taken a break. Even if I've set my computer down to watch a show with Aaron, I feel unfulfilled in all the areas. I feel like I failed. And so I want you to compartmentalize your projects, whether it's income, family, business, personal, like you. And I want you to make them all projects, okay? So I want you to understand that if you take a break from coaching to go be with your children, this is something I'm learning and I'm not perfect at, and I'm still struggling with it, which is why I got a life coach. But my children deserve my time, right? But I struggle with playing with Sophia because my brain is thinking about my business, like, and vice versa. When I'm with my business, then I feel like I'm struggling because I feel guilty and should be spending time with Sophia. So it goes both ways. So I need to compartmentalize. I need to write down my goals and make them projects that are never going to end, right? My kids aren't just going to be a to-do list that are checked off and then don't need to be played with again. My business is not something that I'm going to reach a certain income and then I don't coach anymore. My boyfriend isn't somebody that I'm never going to stop growing with my relationship, right? So create projects and know that you can spend time on these things every single day, once a week, whatever, in working on them. And they're never going to go anywhere. So the second you realize this, Carrie looks like she's being attacked. So I want you guys to understand that it's okay to have other things besides Beachbody, but you have to make sure it's a project, an everyday project. And when you show up to it and then you close your computer, understand that it's okay to be done. If you feel like you've fully invested in that commitment every day, wherever your projects lie, if it's your relationship, your dog, your household, income goals, whatever, that it's okay to then move on to the next thing and you're not a failure because somebody else might be at a different place than you. That's a huge thing for me, is that I see other people advancing or succeeding or rank advancing or more income or faster time, whatever. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I'm a failure. I'm not a failure. Just because somebody else is successful in a different area does not mean that I'm failing at my goals or where I'm at, right? And the same for you guys. If you see somebody that's succeeding in a different way than you, does not make you a failure. So I want you to understand that your own goals and your desires are going to be reached if you're willing to work for them, willing to put the time and effort in, and it's not based off anybody else's success or failures, okay? That's all I have for tonight. I hope it helps you guys take some action. I've shared with you guys a few books that I've been reading. Let me see. Or listening to. I would say reading, but I'm actually listening. The Universe Has Your Back is the one that I'm reading right now. And I'm also listening to Present Over Perfect by Shauna Niequist, Niequist. Present Over Perfect. These two books have really opened a door for me to be like, I have spent, I don't know, the last 3 years trying to figure out a spreadsheet, a way to track, something. I feel like I was missing something. How do I keep track of all these things? And because I'm a perfectionist, I've never signed up for anything. I've never done a program because I'm like, I'm going to fail at it or I don't understand it. And I'm just really bad with computer programs. And so after talking to Alex, my coach, a few days ago, I was like, you know what? And then listening to this Present Over Perfect, it's just do stuff. Who cares? You're going to fail at stuff. Who cares if you don't understand it? Just try. Just do action steps. And so I went and logged on to TeamZ. I've done it before. And I was like, I'm just going to just do it. And I spent 2 hours just trying to figure out. And you guys, I could not tell you how free I feel in having a system. All my people are not in there. My contacts are messy. But to have a system that I'm moving forward with, who cares if the last 3,000 people in my notebooks aren't in there, right? I took an action step. I showed up to my business to take the next level. It doesn't matter what I've been doing for the last 3 years or the last 3 years of contacts are in there right now. It's what I'm doing today, and the new invites are in there. And I feel good. I feel fresh, right? Is it perfect? No. Do I understand how to work this program at all? No. But I'm figuring it out. I'm showing up and I'm committing to using it every single day for the next 6 months to see where it gets me, right? Because what I've been doing for the last 3 years just hasn't been working for me, but I've been settling for it because I was too scared to try something else or terrified. Well, what if it doesn't work? Then it's a waste of time. Well, what I'm doing isn't working and stressing me out. So clearly I needed something different. And I feel so good. So me using TeamZ, I'm not saying you guys go use TeamZ, but it just happened to be right now. Now it's a good time and it's working for me and it's released a lot of stress, especially with Messenger update on Facebook where I can't go to new messages. Now I can have it all in there and it's fine. So just look at your business as a portion of your life, right? Enjoy other things. Believe that you can accept things out of this business if you're willing to put in the effort. And know that it's on your own timeline, right? Don't try to, I look like I'm wearing a bra. My sweater's way too big. Sorry. Don't base it off anybody else. Get your affirmations clear and say them. And I want you to share in the team page. I'm going to share mine. And I want you guys to be bold and brave and share them this weekend in the comments of mine with what your affirmations are going to be for the next week, for the next 2 weeks, however long you think you need them. Maybe they'll change. Maybe you need to add some. I have now about 16. So I shared 2 affirmations of 16. Some are just, I am bold, I am fearless, I am not afraid. So like simple little ones. I am a machine that eats for health and not for pleasure. That is because I've been eating way too many chocolate chips and I need to get back on track. But so they'll change. Like that's not always going to be the case, but like I'm trying to be like a shredded machine going on this trip. And so far I've been so sick. Aaron got me to do quarter force today. Oh man, I modified the crap out of that, but I don't even know if it counts that I worked out, but at least I was down there watching him and crossed the day off. So anyway, so hopefully this helped you guys. Hopefully it was some like information or like helpful tools to show you guys what I've been doing. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed a shift, like if you even see my posts all the time. I feel like a different person. Like I feel happier. I feel like cleansed of the clutter of the little things. Like I was getting bogged down by like the little things that weren't moving my business forward, things that weren't as important, the little tasks that I was keeping myself busy with, saying that I was busy, saying that I was doing things, but they were really just distractions from the big picture, from the things that I needed to be doing. So hopefully this helps you guys. Yeah, if you want info on him, I'm not going to lie, he's a little more pricey, but he's doing a group thing that started for us a few weeks ago. So he might be running another group. I can get you his name. He'll do like a free coaching session with you. But, based on where you're at, maybe that's not where you need to focus right now. Again, I've been in the business 3 years and I'm like, I need somebody to sort some of this out. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Hopefully this helps you guys kind of break down or break down some of those fears or those walls you have that are holding you back in this. Because I know I've been holding myself back from what I truly want just by putting into the universe that I don't want it or it's fine if it doesn't happen. So doing things to move forward have really helped me in the last month. Just kind of like have a new focus, a shift in my mindset, positive look on it, and move forward with like purpose and direction. So hopefully that helps you guys. I recorded it, so I will post it on YouTube for any of your teammates that need it. Thanks for hopping on. I'll talk to you guys this weekend. Have a good night. And I'm going to post my affirmations. So I want to see you guys this weekend. I know it'll take some time to kind of think through, but I want to see them because I think it's important that as a team, we support each other in those. Like I shared mine, not because I want to be like, oh, look at mine, I want to be an elite team. It's more so you guys can see and visualize it. It's a selfish, like, want of mine that I'm putting into the universe, right? So I want you guys to really think about what do you want? What are the things that you need to focus on? And start saying them to yourself and share them with the team so we can actually move forward together as a team in this, okay? So I'll share mine tonight. I'll post those ones, and then you guys post yours in the comments, all right? And get your teams to do the same. Your coaches, tag fellow coaches to do the same. Let me see that. Where did you find your life coach? I consider giving. Okay. Yeah. I'll send you guys information for him. He'll do a free session with you and you can see if you jive or vibe. And it's a business expense. So, all right. Have a good night, guys. Bye.